In this video, we will show you how to replace your crankshaft position sensor on this Kia Forte Koup with a 2.4-liter engine. This will be located along the driver's side and rear of your engine. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. To locate the connector for that crankshaft position sensor, it's going to be located right out in the open along the driver's side of the engine. The sensor itself is going to be down along the back side of the engine. We'll get to that. Let's start with the connector. In this area, you're going to find several electrical connectors. We're not going to disconnect all of them. The only one that we need to disconnect is this one right here, which will lead down to the crankshaft position sensor along the back side of the engine. To disconnect this electrical connector, you need to press on the locking tab, which is located along the back side of this. So if we just press on that, you can use your finger really. I'm using a trim tool. We'll press this in and now we can pull this out of place. With that disconnected, the next thing you need to pay attention to is each end of the electrical connectors. If you see any green or blue or any other color really, it's probably corrosion and that would need to be dealt with. Now we can start dislodging the rest of this electrical connector from its mounting bracket. Continuing from here, to dislodge this, once again you could use your fingers, trim tool, or pretty much any prying device. Make your way underneath that connector and gently pry it up and away from the bracket. With that disconnected, let's make our way along the back side of the engine. Making our way along the back side of the engine, we're following our wiring harness. As you make your way down, typically you're going to find that you have a mounting point. This should actually be pressed into this area right underneath your coolant tube. It's a little bit difficult to see. Let's try to slide this out of the way. Right there. You just want to go ahead and pop that right out of there. You can do that by using a small prying device. Now following this wiring harness down a little further, you're going to find a metal plate. We need to get behind here to gain access to that crank position sensor. The plate is held in place with one 12mm headed mounting nut, which is located on a mounting stud. And then you also have a 10mm bolt. We'll start with the mounting nut. There's that mounting nut. A quick inspection. Of course, we'll replace any hardware as necessary. There's our 10mm headed mounting bolt. With that out of place, go ahead and take hold of that shield and remove it. There we go. Now with that shield out of there, we have a clear view of the crank position sensor. This is held in place with a 10mm headed mounting bolt. Remove the mounting bolt, give it a quick inspection, and then we can remove the sensor. To remove the sensor, we're just going to pull it straight out and away. If you need to go ahead and twist it a tiny bit, you can to break it free. There's that mounting bolt. With the bolt out of there, let's go ahead and remove that sensor. Just pivot this a little bit. You can get your fingers behind it, tug it out. There it is, friend. Once you have the sensor out of there, the next thing we need to do is clean and inspect the mounting point. We want to make sure there's no miscellaneous debris and especially no raised areas, which could cause an issue. That looks good. Let's continue with the installation. Now we can prepare to install our brand new crankshaft position sensor. When installing this, it's always a good idea to put a thin amount of lubricant around the O-ring. That'll help it slide into place. When installing your crankshaft position sensor, we're going to make sure we slide it in evenly, making sure that we cause no damage. Okay, looks like it's pretty close to being lined up there. We're going to continue pressing it in, align our mounting bolt hole, and then we can start in the mounting bolt by hand. There we are. I felt that slide in. I felt an audible click, really. Now I'm just going to give it a little tug. That feels good. Let's see about getting that bolt in there. Now that I have it snugged up, I'm going to torque it to 80 inch-pounds. Now that we have that torqued, the next thing we have to do is reinstall the protective shield. When installing this, we're going to slide it onto the stud, align the mounting bolt hole, and start in that mounting bolt. Once we have the bolt started in, we can go ahead and install the mounting nut and tighten each of these. With that in place, we'll continue on with our 10mm bolt tip along the top there. Just go ahead and start it in. Let's make our way down to that mounting nut now. We're going to start that on. Once we have both of these started, like I said before, we'll just go ahead and snug them right up. Make sure they're nice and tight. Double check, make sure your shield is properly secured. Now we can follow the wiring harness up along the back side of the engine. We're going to secure that one mounting point into the bracket located underneath that coolant tube there. You can see it right here, down along the bottom of that. Get this aligned, press it in. There we are. Double check to make sure that's properly secured. Now we can continue up above this to reconnect the electrical connector. As we bring our wiring harness up, we want to try to come underneath all of these wiring harnesses all the way towards the front. So, right along there, underneath that area where the valve cover is. Now it's time to reconnect the wiring harness here. Just take those two ends and press them together. Press it in, listen for a click, give it a tug, and one last check here. Once you do hear that click, you want to ensure that this metal lock is back out, not pressed in. If it's pressed in, this is not locked in properly. Now we'll go ahead and secure this down into its bracket. We want to slide it in there and make sure it's properly secure. Press that right down in there. That should click in as well. Give it a wiggle just to make sure it is in tightly. Okay friend, we finished our installation. At this point, you want to go ahead and hop inside the passenger compartment. Start up the vehicle, let it run for a while, make sure you have no running condition, no check engine light, close the hood, take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.